Thank you for tuning in to part 2 of the Rise of Skywalker Countdown. I'm your geek bro of the bros, Vibe.
And Darth Flexx.
And we are discussing what we disliked about the original trilogy. Heresy, I know, but keep with us here. We're gonna go a little further. Thanks to Disney Plus, we're watching the videos, movies all over again, and we are, like the last episode, finding what we appreciated of prequels and what we did not appreciate about the original trilogy. So, let's talk. Episode 4. What didn't you like about Episode 4, Darth Flexx?
That's tough. Gotta say, it's a real tough one. Jeez, that's a great question. You know, like I even thought about this, and it was just hard. God damn, what did I like about? I don't like how dumb Han Solo came out to be.
What do you mean? Beginning.
Like Princess Leia was just tossing him around like he was some brute.
Well, I mean, she was a strong female lead, and he was kind of like, she had a negative opinion of him, being that he just was selfish and a piece of crap, and that's exactly what he was, a selfish piece of crap. So she was treating him exactly what she felt like he deserved. So I get it. So you didn't like the way Leia was treating Han Solo, and you thought probably because Han Solo was the way he would probably fire back more, or at least be like, "Yo, check it out, woman, Absolutely. Don't talk to me like that."
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
Honestly, no. It's really hard because like to pick that movie to look at things I don't like. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to see, man. I mean, the other ones I know I can pick some, but these.
Yeah, for me, the original trilogy, it slowed down for me when they followed the droids. I've always felt this way. I remember when I first watched it when I was a little kid. I watched it on TNT, and I was digging the intro with the space battle and everything. But then when they kind of did a detour, and it was like, what, I want to say a solid 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, of just the droids. And I couldn't connect with these robots. I couldn't. I was waiting to see humans, but then it was just droids, and then it was more droids, and it was droids and aliens, and finally a human. Okay, where is this going now? Because so far, all the original people I just saw, I haven't seen in a while, and I don't know what's really going on. So that drove me, and I understand the reason why, but it still kind of turns me off. Them following the droids when actually you're following the droids for a lot. You're actually following them from the space battle, but at least the space battle was keeping me interested. I was more interested in the hot chick in white. I was more interested in that dark guy looking for the hot chick in white. You know, and that's what I was getting. Like, oh, I'm following this gold droid. What's wrong with his foot? And is that a walking trash can? Like, what's really going on here? So that I definitely didn't like, and I still find it drags a little bit. What I've noticed now that I kind of get annoyed about is, yes, Luke is a whiny little bitch in this movie, and it makes sense, and it informs why. I guess Mark Hamill plays the whininess more endearing than Hayden Christensen did in episode 2 and maybe 3, but he was whiny. He was whiny, and he was kind of I'm not gonna get out of here. I'm so sick and tired of this, I'm just like, all right. Come on, move on from this. Let's get to the badass. Oh wait, he doesn't become a badass really in this movie. No. So that's kind of another thing that I did not like. As I rewatched it, I'm kind of just like, yep, I can see where this is coming from, and it informs it. What else did I not like with the original trilogy that I can think of? Okay, what I didn't have a problem with in the past, but it made absolutely no sense, and I still don't understand why. The trash compactor scene. I don't know why. It felt like padding, filler, for no reason. And then, of course, the book, from a certain point of view, kind of explains that, or they attempt to explain that. But a random trash monster in a random disposal unit, and just all of a sudden, it's just there. It's so weird. I don't get it. But I remember rolling my eyes.
Just dump it in space.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. That too. And they do dump the trash in space in Empire. Remember, they just let it out. That's how they escape. So it was really weird. But other than that, I've got nothing else from episode 4. Episode 5. Empire Strikes Back.
Episode 5. Actually, here's one thing that all the movies kind of get me. Let's say space is real, according to you. Could there be explosions in space?
If there's
Like,
enough, if I mean,
I don't mean like the sun. That's different. I mean
mhm.
like an actual combustion from a spaceship in space.
I think so because inside the
Can there?
space has the air in it. Yeah, it'll dissipate
But there's no
quickly.
oxygen.
In the craft there is. So the craft, remember the craft
I
is
guess.
exploding, not imploding. If it was imploding, probably not, but it's exploding, meaning expelling. Yeah, it probably wouldn't look the same as it does here because we have an atmosphere to hold it. But yeah, I think there would be explosions in space because the craft itself has the combustible gases to let that happen. I agree.
Okay.
There's no sound
So
in space
episode 5.
apparently.
Oh yeah, because there's no air. So what I don't like about episode 5 is Hoth is probably one of the more badass battles in it.
Absolutely.
But here's one thing. Okay. Why are they escaping towards the Empire blockade? Why
I
can't it
agree.
just why can't it just like, go somewhere else? It's a fucking
Exit the
planet.
planet. Any other? Yeah.
Or I guess maybe the planet's flat and there's only one way to go, but we could clearly see from the movie that it's not flat.
No agendas. No agendas in this countdown.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you could definitely go. Like, these movies have a trend of people needlessly dying a lot for
Yes.
poor decisions.
Yes. Well, I would have to assume that what we don't see off camera is that there's a blockade of the planet. So the Star Destroyers are all over, or maybe there's only one way off the planet to get into hyperspace. Because remember, hyperspace are lanes, they're routes. You know what I'm saying? There's only
Right.
so many ways. So maybe the direction that they're blocking is the only way you can jump into hyperspace, and that's the reason why they're going that direction. That's what I inferred.
I know in Rogue Squadron 3, Rogue Leader, Darth Vader
Mhm.
actually comes down and starts fucking people up. And that's why they're in such a hurry to get out of there.
Well, he does come down in the movie. He's down there. He's looking for Skywalker.
Right,
So
but like in the video game, you actually see him like fucking shit up.
oh,
So
so I mean, what I didn't like about it was how all of a sudden shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we missed something. It was a piece. It was junky, but it worked. There was no issues. The hyperspace MacGuffin that it wasn't or not or plot point I should say drove me nuts. Like why did all of a sudden could you give me some kind of piece of dialogue? Oh, when we ran into the Empire on Raftar 9, they shot our thing. Something. Tell me what happened because all of a sudden it went from okay, it's a piece of junk, but it's a reliable piece of junk to it's a piece of junk that is a piece of junk, and that annoyed me a lot. I was just like, okay, well, why is it broken down now? What happened? I mean, it only was like 2 years. What could he have been through with the rebellion that's far worse than being a blockade runner or a smuggler, being shot at. So what exactly happened? I mean, they were able to mention, the reason why he was leaving to go to leave in the rebellion was because, he ran into a bounty hunter on whatever. So that explains why he left. So why couldn't we have had a throwaway line saying, and that bounty hunter sabotaged the Falcon, it's never run properly again? That's a nitpick, but it always bothered me that the Millennium Falcon was a piece of crap in Empire, in my opinion, for no reason. So what else? I think them shooting C-3PO made no sense to me. Like, do they know who C-3PO is? Is that why they shot him? Like, why did they blast him in Cloud City? All I hear is, "Who are you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not here," and blam, he's blown up. Because had that not happened, I think that they would have all been caught because that was a red flag. C-3PO's missing. Where did you find him? You found him there. It caused more suspicion. That always. And it was it Boba Fett that shot him down, something like that. Is that the story?
I think so, yeah.
But other than that, that's about it. I mean, my major issue with that movie is always been with that movie was why the Millennium Falcon all of a sudden just wasn't working and was breaking apart and blowing, having things. I mean, you have porgs making nests in the Millennium Falcon, and it doesn't give you any problems in Force in Last Jedi. But all of a sudden in Empire, something happens and hyperspace is gone, and you got to keep hitting the thing for it to turn back on. Like I don't know, it's weird. Return of the Jedi. Oh God, Return of the Jedi. What did you dislike about Return of the Jedi?
Um,
I agree. The Ewoks were terrible. an
Yeah, I
entire.
was gonna say the Ewoks.
The Ewoks was too long. It was so.
And no, to me, it's not that it's too long. It's just how useless they made the Empire, like their military look.
Yeah, how
You're telling me that these little teddy bears are
yep.
fucking up arming people with weapons? The only part that's believable is when they cut the logs and smash the ATST. I mean that's super plausible, right? I mean that's a fucking log.
Yeah.
But everything else, like you're throwing rocks at people who have what is it, Plastoid or Durasteel armor or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
If a football player could run into another 300-pound man at 9 miles an hour, you're telling me that little rock hitting a helmet is gonna knock a stormtrooper out? That was kind of like
it made them seem very, very inept. I mean, I'd understand if they had like a small, but Palpatine says I have an entire legion of my best troops down there. That was your best troops? That's exactly what you're talking about? That's how are you winning? Supposed to be
Vader's fist.
Yes, that's what the 501 first, yeah.
And another thing is, why is it that I know it's like a guerrilla military and it's a dwindling military, but why is it as soon as Lando Calrissian decides to help, it's General Calrissian? Why not Private Calrissian or some shit, dog? Like, come on, man.
Well, they said that he did something at the Battle of Tanav or something like that, so that's why he became.
I'm really good at Call of Duty, but I didn't get promoted to captain in the Marine Corps.
Oh, well, I'm just saying because the Marine Corps is not the Rebellion Alliance. Rebellion are different leaders.
It was white guilt.
That too, because all the white people got medals in Episode 4. So yeah. But yeah. But no, all that bothered me. And slightly because they brought back Yoda just for him to die, and I don't see why they had to have him fly all the way back to Dagobah just to have one conversation to say yes, he is your father. Oh, I gotta die. I never really got what the point of that was. Why it was he could have done that in a Force vision, like he could have died off screen in Force vision or something like that.
I think it's like unfinished business, like in the Force Collector. That happens in the Force Collector.
It does?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, remember when he finds his grandfather?
Oh, you're right. You're right. But he never saw his grandfather.
Right, but once his grandfather found out for his purpose, knowing that his family was protected and lived a good life,
he was able to die.
The Force took him.
Oh, but
that's why he says the Force works in mysterious ways.
Well, I mean, Yoda can sense stuff. So Yoda knew that Skywalker survived his Cloud City. Yoda knew he was around. So unless you're telling me Yoda's needed to see him face to face one more time to tell him, yes, your father is Darth Vader, and now that's my purpose. I'm gonna die. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. I always thought it was very coincidental that he came back just in time for him to die.
Well, no, it's not that in time for him to die. I think he died once Yoda told him that your training is not complete. You have to face Vader. And I think that's
that. What it was. Okay, you have to face Vader.
It's not that Yoda died because he was sick and came in time for him to die. I think he died because Yoda was complete in bringing balance to the Force, as the prophecy said. Okay. So his role was complete, and now he can go and be one with the Force. That's the way I interpret it.
I guess I always thought it was just so convenient. He got sick off screen. He seemed fine before, and okay, fine. He came back to tell him this one thing, and just before he dies, I was like, all right. But no, my only big gripe is the Ewoks. The Ewoks drove me nuts. It was annoying. It was if anything, it foreshadowed the Gungans. In Episode 1 because they were annoying to watch. At least we didn't spend much time with them. But no, that space battle. Oof. But yeah, that was all that bothered me. So I guess that's it. That's part 2. Thank you so much of Journey to the Rise of Skywalker. Tune in next time for our book review of The Force Collector and Resistance Reborn. I'm Vibe.
Darth Flexx.
Darth Flexx has a delay to it, suckers. All right, geeking out, coming at you, and all that good stuff. Peace.
Geek Bros Countdown continues all week.